Open almost any history book. You'll find presidents, generals, founding fathers. But the first person to die for American freedom is barely mentioned. And if you do find him, it's often just a small blurb, a footnote, a name without a story. No spotlight, no famous portrait, no long chapter. Just a line, easily skipped. Much like my bowel movements for the last 3 days. History, it seems, is not the only thing struggling to move forward. We're taught about leaders, about speeches, about documents, but rarely about the first man who fell. He wasn't powerful, he wasn't wealthy, and he wasn't even white. On a cold night in 1770, gunfire changed everything. The first to die was Crispus Attucks. Welcome to Static Mild. This is Hidden History. Boston, 1770. A city under pressure. Much like in my bowels, I really need more fiber. British soldiers filled the streets, colonists filled the taverns, anger filled the air. Taxes, restrictions, no voice in government. Tension was everywhere, and everyone knew something was coming. Crispus Attucks was not a politician. He was a dock worker, a sailor, a man of African and native descent working along Boston's busy harbor. He loaded ships, traveled the coast, listened to angry conversations. Like many others, he was tired of being pushed aside, tired of being ignored, tired of being controlled. On March 5th, 1770, a crowd gathered near British soldiers. Words were exchanged. Snowballs were thrown. Tempers flared. No one planned a massacre. No one expected history. Then someone shouted, someone panicked, and someone fired. Gunshots echoed through the street. When the smoke cleared, 5 men lay dying. Blood on the snow. Silence in the street. By morning, newspapers had a name for it. They called it the Boston Massacre, and the first to fall was Crispus Attucks. His death shocked the colonies. Newspapers spread the story, artists painted the scene, protesters held him up as a symbol of resistance. For a moment, Crispus Attucks was remembered, honored, respected. A working-class man who gave his life for freedom. But over time, his story faded. History focused on leaders, on generals, on men in powdered wigs, men who fit a certain image. The first to fall did not. And slowly, his name disappeared. From classrooms, from textbooks, from memory. Crispus Attucks reminds us that America was never built by just one kind of person. Freedom was paid for by workers, by minorities, by people with no power, by people history forgets. He stood at the beginning of everything that followed. He was the first to die for American independence, and yet, most people were never taught his story. So the next time you hear about the birth of this nation, ask yourself, who else did we forget? If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe. This narrator will hopefully recover.